I'd say rupees at this moment, but we shall
Yep.
see.
Rupees are always a safe bet.
Oh, just a piece of love, though.
Just little love. Put a little love in your chest.
I was thinking more of a put a little love in your heart. Nothing goes wrong with that song.
Nope.
Alright, route divergence already, though.
Somebody's going to the dam immediately, and Penguinpuff doing the semi-standard route of the uncle's tunnel.
Alright, let's see if there's any... oh, okay. That's an interesting item there.
Bug net. Nice. And mushroom. What?
Alright, Patty opts not to pick up the weapon of Swaganim, but okay.
Well, that's just too bad. So, single rupee in that chest in the sanctuary, and we get a crystal check. So we've got 7 at Hera, 4 at Eastern, and 3 at Desert.
3 crystals. That makes a nice light world.
Yep. Patty is making sure that we all know that he has a mushroom and he can't use it.
Ooh, nice rupee drops from the tree tug.
Yeah, the tier 1 rupees being, or tier 1 pull being 80 rupees is always great. Crab giving out 5s. Giving out high 5s, low 5s, doesn't really matter. They're just 5s. Oh, did Patty even check that?
I think he did. That was such a quick check, though.
I was like, wait, I didn't see the screen move.
Well, Patty has quick eyes. Yeah, it's blue bombs, blueberries. There you go.
Noodle Spoon, if I did that, I don't think I'd ever be able to sleep. That would be a problem. Alright, 300 rupees. Always a nice find early on in this match. And here we go. Dropping down into the little thieves' hideout here.
Oh yeah, thieves' hideout. There's our favorite NPC of the day right there.
Slightly discolored on Patty's screen due to the sprite switching.
Yeah. Alright, what do we think we're going to find in the village of Kakariko today?
Well, I think one of the first things we're going to find is, well, no, he's just going in. I thought he might go buy some bombs.
Maybe he's hoping to find some in these chests so he doesn't have to buy them. Huh?
That would be the ideal play. Unfortunately, you can't guarantee that.
Yeah. Oh,
but there's the hammer.
Something really nice. Yeah, the hammer. There's our first unlimited weapon usage there.
And that's the sort of thing you really want to see when you get all these areas you have to traverse. You don't want to have to do it with just bombs. Now, of course, it's probably the hardest one to use for something like, say, Mini Mole Cave in the Bow!
Patty probably wants to go back there.
The boots!
Okay, we got ourselves a fast-going seed here.
So maybe this seed can sense the fact that Patty has a plane to catch.
Oh yeah, and there's that ether medallion, so we got our Harry Potter coin going. And absolutely, we got one of those what are those situations going on here.
Yeah, what are those indeed? Alright, so Patty picks up bombs. And there's 5 arrow upgrade in the back of the well, so nothing huge there.
Oh, wow.
There's the ice rod. Was that ice or was that fire? I'm really
was
bad
ice.
with colors.
That was definitely
okay.
ice.
So
it's
we,
kind of
like
funny.
you said, we got the ice rod and the ether medallion.
It was in their C key. And now we just need C flippers to make this all work.
Indeed.
A little bit of high five right here.
Yep. One chicken clip, one not chicken clip. I have problems with the chicken clip. I've had it soft lock on me before, and I don't do it.
Yeah, you don't really want to save and quit in those situations.
Alright, so Patty gonna pick up that bow.
And that's gonna be something he would like to see, most definitely. Usually that bow finding, usually trolls you for a while, but I'm happy to see they found bow so quickly.
That means that, assuming both of our players are comfortable with those dark rooms, they will be able to finish Eastern Palace pretty early on.
Oh yeah, it's a great play, and it's one they need. Okay!
Sword on the library!
And it looks like they don't have to wait for long for that one.
Yeah, so it does take a little bit of the fun out of open mode, but nobody's gonna complain when they're running.
The siege just opened up quite a few things for them. With that, they can do spin speed now.
So there's the just a shield on the race game, and I don't believe either player is particularly inclined to go pick that one up. And so, Penguinpuff now going to be doing the dam like Patty did a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting that Patty did the dam first thing and then stopped. Which I guess makes sense sometimes, because when you don't want to walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out, you just save and quit out. Seems like an interesting play.
Oh yeah. I wonder if he's going to head straight down to Mini Moldorm Cave, or he's going to go straight up to finish the backhand of his cave.
Who knows? I imagine Penguinpuff will be going to Mini Moldorm Cave for sure. But Patty looks like they're going into escape.
Oh yeah. He's probably going to do some tree tugs too after killing some guys, because he doesn't have enough rupees quite yet to do the Zora area domain.
Right. Now, Patty did not do Uncle's Tunnel early like Penguinpuff did. So that's going to be something he does real fast. And then the inside of escape will come next.
Okay, he's not doing the
half magic.
Oh, wow.
In Mini Moldorm Cave. Anything else of import? Let's find out.
Oh,
how about a second sword?
That last one sure looks good. Master Sword so early, oh my goodness.
Yep. I believe the other night I was commentating a seed that had sub 20 minute butter sword.
Oh, the good old days.
I was like, really? What happened to progressive swords? But it was progressive swords. They just found all of them.
One of my favorite seeds was when we found all 4 sword upgrades in Ganstown.
Oh, wow. That's impressive right there.
Yeah, Randomizer sure does a lot of magic, but we'll see what they get today.
I'm guessing that means that Skull Woods was a pendant.
Yep. And we didn't need to do Aghanim's Tower, so that was nice.
Alright, so Penguinpuff is nice. Set up that water walk out of the cave.
Yep, he had to do the dash on the hole, so made that water walk work.
Yeah, I do not know how that works. Do you know how that works?
You have to set up with the boots. You definitely have to make sure you dash across the hole, and then you have to maintain the flake flipper in perfectly when you jump in water.
All right.
Oh, and look at that!
Third sword. What?
Now, Patty might want that, but he's opting to save and quit at this time. Because he has the boots, so...
So we've got flanctuary items, well, one of them, to check.
Yep.
As well as quite a few other special things. Patty might be getting some...
looks like he's trading the mushroom.
What he's doing.
Trading the mushroom.
Ah, mushroom. Alright, so Penguinpuff is paying a visit to Sahasrala's hut. And there's the lamp!
Oh, okay, now...
And the flute!
Okay, that's... Wow, what is this scene right now?
So Sahasrala's hiding all the good stuff in his hut there.
Wow, lamp and flute. Jeez, fire source already? And the flute?
Yeah. Eastern Palace is now not even locked by logic.
Oh, yeah. It definitely wants you to go there.
Yeah. Tempered sword in Eastern Palace with the bow already and the lamp already. Are we sure this isn't like some sort of reverse Plando?
Well, it's interesting to see. I think Patty's gonna do the same direction, so just a little behind Penguinpuff.
So just 20 rupees in the first chest here in Eastern.
Now, when do you think they're gonna go deliver that flute? Is it gonna be right after Eastern Palace saving quit into Sank?
It seems likely. Just the sheer amount of, mobility it gives you. So, I think we just found out that Turtle Rock is the green pendant.
Oh, yes, we did. We can mark that on our tracker, because Sahasrala will always tell us where that green pendant is located.
Yep. That seems actually kind of legitimate, because in the actual game, he tells you, go get the Pendant of Courage, and I'll give you a thing.
Yep.
And he tells you it's in Eastern Palace. Well, now he can tell you where it is in the Rando game. I keep thinking of Rando as the actual game now.
Alright, it's interesting to see how they handle this dungeon with boots, because normally you won't have these boots when you head in here.
Yeah. So it actually gives you a little choice right here. A lot of people will just dash right back across to the left and up because they can. They won't have to dodge the balls anymore.
And it's actually a little bit faster because look where the doorway is located. It's more to your left.
Yeah, there's a little bit of useful text in this game. There's that one. There's the text at the very end of the Ganon fight if you don't know where the silvers are.
I like the unique changes. Oh, one of the things I liked about Randomizer is when they added the book, where now it can tell you what the tablet item is prior.
Oh yeah, the tablet item, because that's also in the vanilla game. It says hold up the Master Sword here, and you will get the magic of whatever, you know. And also the message on the pedestal.
Oh yeah,
which says here lies the sword of evil's bane. So you should know this.
Yes, and Giselle's bringing up the important text of what's in the tavern. That's actually Cross Product's famous text, as one of the NPCs says something.
Yep, that's important if you like to have fun in the middle of your run.
Oh yeah.
It's less important if you want to actually win.
Same with the Thieves' Hideout. That's actually the NPC says something funny about Andy forgetting his ether medallion, so they're looking for their beloved Andy.
Oh. All right. I want there to be something on the little tile that that's down below Ganon when you fall to him.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, that's an interesting
There's
one.
not anything right now. It's still in Japanese.
Ah, we can get Vitor working on it.
Alright, so Penguinpuff, out of arrows. And gonna slash the Armos to death with the tempered sword. It's not the worst thing you could do. You could be using the boomerang.
Oh yeah, that's actually the slowest. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if Patty's gonna notice that, or he's gonna pick up some arrows from these pots here, so he'll be well enough endowed. Patty's has run energy before, so he should know to pick up these stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's tons of arrows on the way up here. If you know where to look for them. There's 5 in the next room, and there's like 20 in the next room. Something ridiculous. Alright, so Penguinpuff finishes off Eastern Palace. Looked like pretty much a bust as far as items went.
Yeah, but it is crystal that you need to get done, so taking care of that's always a good thing.
I think we may be seeing a flute activation pretty soon.
Oh, that'll be nice.
I may have another little something to share with you when that happens.
Yep, it looks like we do have a flute activation, so get your Swag Duck emotes ready.
Would everyone please rise for the presentation of our national colors? The Swag Duck, it is me, and I can finally see. But though I'm finally free, I have a gripe. I'm going to ignore what the runners wish for. This tournament needs more pedestal hype.
I think chat has taken that with pedestal hype there.
All right.
Okay, they definitely now are kind of in the same the boat here. The only difference is one has a tempered sword and the other has just activated their flute.
Actually, I think it's the same one that just activated the flute.
Yep. Same person.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just an interesting thing because right now it's like, do you want a death warp to check that last chest if it's something? But I don't know, depending on what they get.
Yeah. Got that last chest. We don't have the gloves yet, so we can't go in the back door.
Yeah, unless this is a key down here, that's the only way they can go there right now.
Right. Or if it's a key in that chest in the basement.
Yeah, it's gotta have something to allow them to get there, but I'm wondering if they want to do that right now. It doesn't look like it because, yeah, you're killing the guy, so. Save him coming out.
Yeah, so Patty's gonna save and quit. I mean, taking the time to do eight death warp hits.
Well, look at Penguinpuff.
Some people will do it.
There you go. I was thinking that somebody might be doing this.
Yep.
But he probably saw that what it was, and he's like, no, maybe not. Oh, he is. He is.
Yep, he sure is. Now Patty has gotten back to there.
Alright.
Alright, so we're heading into the dark escape. Luckily the lamp is here. That makes things far simpler.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in from this side, it's a little easier to get to this chest, I think, than from the back side. If you're in the dark.
Absolutely, if you're in the dark. But
All
it
right.
just ends up as 50 rupees.
Yep. So we are blocked by those mitts.
Yeah, but that tells us one thing. That means in the back half of Escape, there's definitely a key in one of those chests. So it will be only 2 items of value. I don't know if they saw the map yet. I didn't recall. If it is, it's going to be a key and a map and an open item.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we've had the castle burrito yet, so...
Yeah, it's not going to be so lucrative unless it's going to be something nice.
Patty is getting the swag duck as well.
Oh yeah, this is really nice, seeing the swag duck. So early, I love seeing swag duck.
Alright, so Penguinpuff taking the old man out for a spin.
Ooh, man love. Let's see what he gives today.
I'm feeling vanilla.
Feeling
Let's
vanilla?
make it the mirror.
Oh, how about that?
Glove.
Looks like the
Glove
old man
will
was
work.
lifting.
Does he even lift, though? I think he does.
I think he does.
Alright, so Penguinpuff getting that spin speed, heading up to the top of Death Mountain here.
Oh yeah. And chat knows. It's the power glove. It's so bad.
It is. I've been working on perfecting my impression of that very small child who makes that sound, but I think I can do it. It requires just a higher voice.
Oh, getting some intel. Looks like 300 rupees on that desert ledge.
Alright, so Agina's cave over here. A lot of time... Agina's cave is skipped by a lot of people. Wow, that's really good. Alright, so Patty's taking those gloves and heading into the back of Escape, because that is what we expected.
I absolutely expected this, but we should probably see just a key and a map. Yeah.
And just 20 rupees, so that was only 1 item, although there were 3 chests there. Penguinpuff gonna turn in that mushroom.
Alright. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do from here. They do not have that moon pearl yet, which would give them Dark World access once they have it.
So, at this point, the plays are Zora, and according to logic, I think it's Zora and Aghanim.
And let's see which player decides to go there first.
Patty's going to 6. Having not done Agina's cave yet, possibly. Or maybe I'm making that up.
Oh, I think he's remembered. Yeah, there you go. No, there's no more items in the sewer. They fully checked everything.
Yeah. Unless I'm forgetting something. Neither of them has a bottle, so they can't check the sick kid.
Nope. That's not an option for them at this moment. Oh, Patty's trying to do a quick chest turn there, but didn't see anything. Always the hype with chest turn height.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
There's a little trick where when you open a chest and you can turn, it actually makes it easy for you to leave caves.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, I am not what you would call an expert at this game.
I knew Penguinpuff was going to do this. This is really sweet to set up the water walk once again so he can just dash through this whole thing.
Meanwhile, Patty pulling off the fake flipper glitch that everybody is so familiar with. The shovel in the waterfall cave. Now that's a sequence break at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And the only reason why he did it this way was because he doesn't have the moon pearl, so he can't do it the fake flipper way. He has to do it with the water walk.
Right. All right. So that is a piece of heart on the ledge. So we're gonna hope to see something here from Zora, or they're gonna have to go to Aghanim.
Yep. And that's the reason why he did it this way. You don't need the pearl if you're gonna do it this way. But it's nice.
How's the mirror?
Wow.
The mirror from Zora, so that opens up the Tower of Hera and the east side of Death Mountain, because they have the hammer.
Yes. That means we don't quite have Aghanim just yet, because they could find that pearl up there.
Yep. So that one little thing opened up a whole, I think, 10 item locations they can check.
Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff. Ooh, Patty almost got sniped there by that fire.
Yeah, all these little tricks. I think even with the water walking, you still have to avoid getting hit.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Alright, so Penguinpuff is making his way into the Tower of Hera. Crystal 7 resides here. And there's the big key.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
So that allows you to not, potentially not have to go downstairs. Just a burrito up there. So what does a tower burrito look like?
I have no clue.
I'm going to assume it's like one of those challenge burritos that if you can eat it in an hour, you get it for free.
Oh. Well, right now they're skipping the basement because they've got that key, but maybe they'll find both items already. Who knows?
They've got 3 locations to find those items. One of them will contain the key, so... Alright. That's both dungeon items. I think we're going to have to go downstairs to find both of our items.
Oh. Well, we're going to have a coffee break, folks.
Yep. Penguinpuff attempting the bomb jump and then falling into the hole, going down twice. I think he might just go... No, he can't. He doesn't have the key. Ugh. If I had the key, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bomb jump will save you quite a bit of time if you do it, or maybe a little bit of time if you do it right, but if you fail that jump, you will fall in the hole below and go down 2 floors, which is just unfortunate.
I thought he was going to go for the bomb jump with the boots, because then he has a little bit more leeway.
Yeah, using those boots, you can pull it off and have... You can do it from Timbuktu and get in there.
Let's see if he's still trying to do the... Okay, this one's going to look like it works. Yeah, his ear is in the right placement.
Yeah, that was a correct one. Hey, so you use the ear, huh?
Oh yeah.
Neat. I'm used to using the shadow, so at least for those.
And a lot of different visual cues people use to do the bomb jumps. One's also with the shield, and others with pixels. Some people like to know just exactly how many pixels it takes to do it.
I like to use the shadow because it allows you to use some of the new sprites.
Yeah.
Because the shadow doesn't change.
That's true. Absolutely. If you
All right,
do
so
use
50
sprites,
rupees. 50 rupees from Moldorm himself. No trolling Penguinpuff today, and he may or may not head downstairs to pick up that next item. I mean, some people would make the gamble and just not go, but Penguinpuff is not one of those people.
I don't know. It's just kind of, you're already here, and it's still kind of early, and you don't have the pearl. It's kind of worth checking.
Yeah, that moon pearl is a pretty useful item.
Yeah. Yeah, right side Death Mountain. If they, I don't know. What if they get mitts too? That would also be a Super Bunny ability, even though it's a sequence break. They could check those 2 chests too.
But I mean, if I got mitts and pearl, I would be definitely heading over there.
Oh, yeah.
All those chests. Could get 1 chest in Hookshot Cave.
Alright, coffee break for Patty here.
There's the moon pearl.
Oh, there. There you go.
In that chest, so you definitely wanted to take this run.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what if it's the pearl? Still looking for it.
Alright, so Patty's taking his little break, except it's not actually a break. And Penguinpuff gonna go to the Spiral Cave.
Oh, it's really nice though with boots. This makes it so much easier.
Yeah. So this is definitely not the Resident Sleeper Cave today. We saw a Resident Sleeper Cave that ended in the boots.
Oh.
Here today. That was pretty impressive. You didn't actually need the flippers to get to Zora, because there is a path you can walk in without any sort of water walking.
Oh, I think Patty really wanted that fairy.
Oh man. So Patty, going in and out of the Paradox Cave, getting the ferry, and then heading over to. Oh,
okay.
Hey. So, I find, sir, that if you read the fine print and check your resources, you'll find that it is in fact required to be Cain.
Well, for sure, that's got to be Cain. And I hope our good friend Phantom Ryu's doing well in Qatar. I've seen him stream, so looks like he's doing fine.
He's gotten in a couple of commentaries while he was here.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky enough to do one of those with him. He is a consummate professional, and he is extremely good at what he does.
Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, chat's trolling a little bit about Patty. He could have got the fairy if he bug netted.
There is that. Alright, so yeah, there was a bottle, apparently.
Oh, okay, that does get that option of checking that sick kid, but probably gonna do the Village of Outcast play like Penguin's doing, and then heading over. Oh, Crystal 5 and 6 are Meyer and Alice.
Mm-hmm. That was a very quick map check. I didn't get all of the information there. So Meyer and Ice.
We know the pendant was, of course, T-Rock was green, so at least Skull and Swamp, I think, is the other regular color.
So I guess the fat fairy would be a fairy of ice and fire.
Oh yeah, back
or
to the
ice and
normal
Meyer.
one. As Vanilla was.
Mm-hmm.
I think Patty wasn't too happy about what he got from Sick Kid.
Nope.
Well, he's going to Hype Cave for us, though.
So Skullwood, Swamp Palace, and Turtle Rock apparently are pendants, which leaves Thieves Town and Palace of Darkness as crystals. And there is the Titan's Mitts.
Oh wow, vanilla location.
Vanilla area at least.
Yeah.
Alright, so will it be Hype Cave or will it be Tripe Cave? What are we gonna have?
Absolutely hope there's hype. Oh, Silvers? It was pretty hyped with that.
I am never gonna turn down silvers.
Absolutely. You get silvers. It's definitely something.
Alright, so Penguinpuff heading to the back of Thieves Town. And Patty will be heading toward the south end of the Dark World here. We're gonna see probably a check with Mr. J.R. Stumpsman.
Oh, there's
those flippers!
That's where they were.
Wow. So that is quite the seed, or quite the flipper thing.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens here because Penguinpuff for a sequence break to get that shovel. So his routing is gonna be a little bit more interesting to see what that entails. Because Patty's gonna have to route.
He'll fix the sequence break right before he uses the shovel.
Exactly. Yeah, most definitely. But that I guess if it ends up being something of value, then gotta put some up for that because he doesn't have to go back there.
Yeah. So once again, confirming all of our information with that map check. Patty gonna head over to the digging game. How many digs are we gonna have?
1 out of 30, folks. Oh, chat's wishing for 30. That's quite a lot of digs, though.
Yep. I think at this point we've had enough mistakes we won't get to 30. Alright. So we made it. That was... looks like... 19?
Yeah, close. I'd say 19 is about right.
Yeah, I had to sit there and look at the formation and then work it out in my head. Because I wasn't counting.
Alright, Patty's definitely going to be happy if he makes this play into Thieves Town, because he does have the hammer.
By the way, Penguinpuff found the Bombo's medallion.
Ooh.
Next to Blind. So, that's yet another medallion.
Let's see what strats he uses on this this Blind here. Obviously, Sword is the most general one you use, if you have it.
Yep. One of my favorite things to do on Blind is Cane of Samaria strats. Mainly because if you don't actually know the fight, it can actually be a little safer because you can like toss it from across the room.
And look what he's doing right now.
Hey, Cane of Samaria strats.
Place another one, and then he can explode it. Oh, missed. Oh, the death. Oh. Does he have that fairy though that he kept earlier? Let's see. Nope.
So that's going to be a redo for Penguinpuff. Meanwhile, Patty making the current meme play of go to Skullwoods.
Oh yeah. And looks like chat's already paying F for respect for Penguinpuff's death.
Alright, so there's the first item in Skullwoods. It is a green potion. Ecto Cooler, if you will.
Luckily that wasn't that bad, because if you already position Blind in the final part of this dungeon, it's not that far of a trek to get back to.
Right. I found out the other day that if you go back to the cell, Blind will be there again, and you can drag her back into the cell and do the scripted fight again if you want. But it's way out of the way. Why would you do that? So Penguinpuff taking another death, it looks like, and that's That's going to be unfortunate.
That's pretty rough right there.
Yeah, Stumpy did in fact have the flippers. So Penguinpuff is going to take a little break.
Oh, another fairy that's trolling Patty.
Oh. Yeah, the bug net could have been a thing.
Yeah, but I guess he just didn't want it. Didn't feel like
I can't
he needed
imagine any scenario in which all items weren't accounted for in Thieves Town on account of the, or except for Blind. So I don't know. He didn't finish Blind. I don't know what I'm talking about. One of these days, I should figure out how to words. Alright, so Patty's gonna take the vanilla way to the big chest here in Skull Woods. It's a little safer. He's only got 4 hearts. I don't blame him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you almost fell. I was like... Alright, this is... Okay, so...
Just a small key.
Looks like both items are in the back, then.
No, one item's in the back.
Oh, one item.
We had the Ecto Cooler up front.
Oh, yeah, the green potion, right?
Penguinpuff is doing the Ice Palace play.
Okay. Wow, that's an interesting one.
He got Bombos in Thieves Town. So that is a thing he can do. It's a potentially powerful gamble if it works out.
Oh, Patty with the death in the overworld.
Patty getting murdered by murderdactyls.
I don't know. This is not bad because he has the hammer. The only thing is, if he knows the bomb jump to, if it's required, if he doesn't find a key to do the logic requires hookshot for those things.
Yeah,
you can clear this whole thing then.
Yeah, the hookshot could be the only thing that messes with him logically. And one thing you want to keep in mind is when you get, if that happens, and you don't have the hookshot, you should be able to keep track of which chests you got that could be hookshot locked and which ones you got that can't be. Because that will give you some indication as to where the hookshot is.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of interesting sort of, mental calculus you can do with the locations of items and attempting to narrow down where things could be based on sequence breaks.
And the keys, of course, of soft locking in dungeons, so you can learn of where potential items are, like the book. But in this case, we already know where it is.
Oh yeah, that bow in Palace of Darkness. Knowing that logic is extremely helpful.
Yeah, Pat's gonna probably, I don't know, once he gets out of here, he's gonna flute, maybe back in and finish off Feast. Probably. Or he's gonna do the, I don't know.
He'll probably do King's Tomb, I think.
Yeah, he can do the backwards way to King's Tomb.
Right.
And then
here. He could go over to Catfish at this point.
Oh, yeah. That's true. And then he can mirror from there because he hasn't done the...
Yeah. He hasn't done the Waterfall Fairy play. So that's an interesting idea. Alright, so Penguinpuff gonna take down these Freezors. We'll see what's in this chest, whether it's a key or not. Okay, it's not a key. So that tells you that Ice Palace, by the logic, is hookshot locked.
No, not
anymore. Because the big key chest, you can get that. And there we go, the hookshot found in the big chest in Ice Palace.
Wow, Penguin with all the play so far.
Goodness. Wait, is that... No. Wait.
It could be. As long as we know what medallion is required for Meyer right now, it could be very close to what it is. We could have a go mode.
What?
We already could have a go mode. All it is what is the medallion in Meyer, and that's it.
Yeah, we've got this sort of
that's it! He's in go for sure!
Actual go mode!
He is absolutely in go mode. Doesn't even matter what it is. It's his go mode for sure now.
This go mode, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by the Cold Stare Creamery. Where every scoop comes with 400 calories and 4 hearts of damage.
Oh yeah, now it's absolutely. We just had to see that last medallion to be sure then it's definitive.
Oh, he needs the flippers. You're right.
Oh, really?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He's in ice.
He's already in ice. Swamp is a pendant.
Yeah.
I forgot.
He's in go.
You don't need the flippers. Palace of Darkness, you've got the bow, you've got the hammer, you're good. Misery Mire, you've got the cane, and, like one of boots or hookshot to get in. You're good.
Well, this is gonna be interesting to see what Patty does. If he's gonna make the Ice Palace play, then he too is in the same boat here, and he will probably finish Thieves Town as he goes up there.
Wow, so this has been a super blazing fast go mode.
Can we call it Stoops Jetsy? Say Jet's in town.
Yep. Jet, this is officially one of yours, sir.
He's graced us with his presence.
Alright, so Penguinpuff heading down to fight Cold Stare. Tempered Sword. You've got the Bombos Medallion. And you don't even need the Fire Rod.
No. Oh, but if he doesn't know this, let's say it's a right side Ganon key, and he doesn't know the strat, then he needs the Fire Rod. That's the only thing.
That's a very difficult room to do with the lamp.
Yeah. If it's a right side key with that, then Fire Rod would be required for him. But if he knows the strat, then it's not. It's fine.
It can also be a little tricky to get the torch room on the way up. Not the first one, but the second one.
Oh yeah.
With the lamp.
Oh, he has half, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal with the magic control.
Yeah. Fire Rod not being necessary. Now that is something you don't see every day.
Well, we didn't need Skull Woods or Turtle Rock, so that's why it put us in this situation where it is.
Yeah. I believe the logic does require you to have Fire Rod for that room.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. It doesn't want you to do it without
it.
Yeah.
Wow, so the calls with the Ice Palace play, so good. And
I think Patty already did some item checking here and kept count, so he's not going to go check that big chest.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, about the only crystal dungeon that's, significantly faster in go mode is Ice Palace.
Oh, here's the colorblind. Patty sets up the room.
Yep. Patty sets up that wonderful, waste of a few frames. Alright, so Penguinpuff is checking a few chests here.
Oh yeah, he gets silvers or something nice. He still will want it, yeah.
Right, he doesn't have silvers, I forgot. He hasn't been to Hype Cave.
I think he's probably in shock of what position he's in, because he knows he has all the necessary items to finish this.
And there's a good portion of the population that has it in their head that Fire Rod is always required. So it could be that he thinks he's not in go mode.
Yeah, he might think he wants that fire rod, just for absolute safety's sake. He's gonna go for that.
So we don't know if Quake is necessary or not, but we know one of the medallions is going to be necessary to get into Mire, but he has all three, so there you go.
And Pat is doing more overworld checks, but we know the most important thing he needs to do is head into ice, because that will set him right in the section of, oh, I can probably finish this whole thing.
Alright, Penguinpuff heading into the back end of Desert Palace, gonna go fight Land Molas. Meanwhile, Patty doing the peg cave. I always love doing the peg cave when you got the boots.
Oh, he's got hearts too, so keep in mind they're in green mail, so getting those extra hearts is just nice. Ganon hugs do 8 damage if you run into them.
Yep. Now remember, Penguinpuff still has to go finish Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Alright, so just a big love from the blacksmiths as well. And Patty's taking the purple chest for a spin. Tempting to call the duck in the dark world. That only works from the top of Ganon's tower. I'm told there's some sort of dimensional vortex up there.
Oh yeah.
That allows Swag Duck to hear your call across worlds.
Alright, Pat's gonna deliver this lunchbox, and let's see what he gets. Bombs. Okay, now it's gonna be interesting where Patty flutes. If he flutes to 8, he's on the right track, but if he goes... Alright.
6. So he's going to Mire area. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this seems like a fine play. I think that was Bombos?
No, it was Ether. Vanilla medallion required to open a Mire.
So he can get in, and you know, it's not a difficult, or it's a pretty consistent dungeon. So I don't think he's gonna lose that much time for going into Mire.
Yeah, and plus he's gonna have to look for that key anyway, so we'll see.
And unlike Penguinpuff, he'll be able to swim.
Let's see what Patty does. Some players like to go finish Desert just like Penguinpuff did, and then go into Mire.
Very true. Alright. So no bird toss today.
And there it is. Patty's gonna finish the rest of Desert and then go into Mire.
Alrighty then. So Penguinpuff heading through the first room here in Mystery Mire. It's kind of a pain. There are a lot of good strats to get through it, but when you're first starting out, it takes some getting used to.
Yep. I like his routing though. This is good. He goes up here and he grabs the... Hopefully this is the big key or not. It works in his favor. Or on the right side.
Yeah. Okay, small key. One more chest before we have to start making the long-term gambles here. We could, if you really wanted to frustrate Patty, you could have picked up that key. If it was the big key, it just started hovering across the gap.
Oh, there's the key.
Speaking of which, and Penguinpuff is not going.
No, I think he's looking for Fire Rod, because I don't think he knows how to do that strat if it's needed. So it makes sense
Yeah.
to me what he's doing. However, I know that Patty probably knows the strat because he's seen it done performed before.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, looking at the situation we've got here, Patty will be, sooner rather than later, will probably just be forced to go to Ice Palace.
Yeah,
and that will.
I don't know if he's gonna go there first because usually people like to go mode Ice. He has the flute, he has the hammer. He might even do pod first.
You know where he might go first? Turtle Rock.
No, not Turtle Rock is a little bit out of the way right now, especially with the equipment he has. He's able to finish the crystals.
But I've known some people to make weird Turtle Rock plays.
I unnecessarily would go there when I have dungeons that I know I can complete at this moment.
Right.
And, then I would.
And you know, I do like going into Palace of Darkness.
Yeah.
Especially when you got that bow.
Yeah, especially as the silvers too. This should be a pretty easy Helmsworth fight.
It is just so insane to think that all that value is there in Ice Palace, and Penguinpuff made the play right away.
Oh yeah, Penguinpuff definitely made the play. He's got to be careful with his hearts here, though. It's pretty painful to restart this dungeon and have to do that Wizrobe 1 room again.
Yeah, and those Wizrobes in this room will pretty much one-shot him at this point.
Mm-hmm. Gotta be a little bit careful about that.
So the Wizrobes in this room will attempt to spawn around you in the same way that the skeletons do in Eastern Palace, in that sort of square shape.
Oh, there's a fire rod!
There's a fire rod!
Definitely in go now.
Holy moly! All right, so Penguinpuff, I'm pretty sure he knows he's in go mode now.
Oh yes, he is absolutely in go. There's nothing else he really needs.
Yeah, and that's a little unfortunate because the presence of the fire rod here, if Patty goes in to Mire next, may actually lead him toward, say, Skull Woods or some other location rather than Ice Palace.
Well, he has the items he needs to do it, so I don't think he's going to try any other dungeons that he unnecessarily needs to do at this moment.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Just knowing these kind of players' caliber, you wouldn't make unnecessary trips to dungeons. Unless you don't have the items you need to complete them.
Alright, so Penguinpuff is making a beeline for Vitreous now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be... Penguinpuff's definitely not going to be searching for anything anymore besides big keys in dungeons now. That's primarily what I'm going to see out of his play.
Yeah, Penguinpuff is in go mode. He only has eyes for Vitreous right now.
Oh, yeah. He's probably in shock that he got him to go that fast. It varies, Blasphemous Roar. It depends on what the seed gives you. Like, if you have different dungeons that require different items that you need to beat him, then the variation of what items you need to collect will differ. In this case, the 7 crystals are what we need to obtain, and we have all the necessary items to beat the 7 crystals. Along with Ganon's Tower, in terms of when you need to find the big key of what you need, we have everything.
Yep. The bow is extremely early, and that's an item you always need. The hammer was also extremely early. I mean...
This is a sweet seed. I mean, this is really nice for both of them. It's like, if they just go into dungeons and not do so much overworld search, then they're pretty much set.
So it looks like Patty's gonna go get the fire rod pretty soon. Penguinpuff gonna put some arrows in some eyeballs. Not the silvers, however, which are what you want. Now, you'll note Penguinpuff is holding on to exactly 8 arrows.
Oh yeah, that's why he did that.
to fell Vitreous himself here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Good move by him. Keeping that count.
Alright, so there's that compass, and Penguinpuff is moving on.
And this is the big play. Right after this dungeon, it's going to be interesting to see where Patty decides to go. He's going to do pod first, or he's going to do ice first? No.
Yep. There is that. If he goes into go mode pod, it can be significantly faster.
Oh, yeah.
Not always, but it can be.
Yeah. It's just depending on where that big key's located and a small key. Well, we know you're going to get a lot of small keys, but that big key can sometimes be in the back half.
So Penguinpuff looks like he's going to make the play on Palace of Darkness.
Mm-hmm. And Patty's going to collect his fire rod, so he's almost one step there. He just needs to get himself over to Ice Palace, and we're good.
Yep. Now, of course, Palace of Darkness, famous for its key configuration.
Mm-hmm.
So much that we've started calling it the Mullet Mansion.
You know what this seed actually would be good for? Also people who can hover. Because the fact is, the hookshot is only required if you don't know how to hover in the seed.
Yeah, that is very true. And, you know, you don't need Quake.
Mm-hmm.
So a hover seed, this would have been, and it would have, you know, frustrated Patty to no end. We all know what he thinks about hovering.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because Palace of Darkness has a bunch of keys up front before you can get all the items, we say that it's business in the front and party in the back,
Mm-hmm.
which is where that Mullet Mansion comes from.
Now Patty has only half a heart here. He's probably going to grab a heart from this one here, right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he only has green goo, though. I don't think he has any... His other potion things, I don't think there were anything to refill his life. So he's living pretty at large here.
I too like to live dangerously.
Let's see Patty's skills here, if he makes it all the way through without taking damage, because he does have the silver arrows, so that's probably what we're going to see in Vidi. Oh, careful, Beck.
Pretty nice. You can pull off a silver arrow fight pretty easily without taking damage if you know what you're doing. So is that a fight where you want to hold your sword out while you're shooting the arrows?
No, because you're going to slow down. You want to try to shoot as fast as you can.
See, I don't know things. I just have a hard time making myself face upwards before I fire.
You might want to do strafing when you do like Lammo stuff. It depends on how they jump out of the holes, but for Vidi, because there's so many and they're in a condensed spot, you want to kill them as fast as possible.
Alright then.
He's definitely not, because they're moving around about. He just wants to make sure they, okay, good. He's made it. Ooh!
Dodge that lightning.
Whew.
And Patty takes down Vitreous.
So no big key yet for Penguinpuff, so this is going to be interesting to see how Patty plays this. If he goes into this, I don't know. I don't know. If it were me, I would have done ice. But I think Patty might do pod. It's going to be close, though.
Let's see where Patty heads off to next.
If he's 5, then we know it's pod. If it's 8, then we know it's Ice Palace.
And we have 5.
Yep, I had a feeling.
5 did seem like the more likely play. Unfortunately, it's not going to help that much.
Nope.
Now, the good news is, once Patty gets into Ice Palace and gets that big key chest, or the big chest, he will immediately head for Cold Stare.
Oh yeah, because it's right there.
He doesn't have to go look for the Quake medallion or anything like that because who
Because
cares?
he's already done everything else. But the only difference right now is in terms of that is Patty will finish this, but then Penguin has to go back to Thieves Town and kill Blind.
Yep.
Oh, Patty loses Kiki.
Looks like we've found the Cane of Brian in Pod.
Oh, that blue mail's gonna help out. That's probably gonna help him during that blind fight, because he had a rough time earlier.
You got mail.
There's that big key he was looking for.
That big key. Sweet, sweet big key. Had a little bit of a high five for a second there.
Yeah. He had a mirror, so they did start the dungeon all over again.
Penguin pushing a block and then destroying it for value.
Now this is definitely a close one still. It depends on how he routes this thing.
Yep. If you can do a fast full clear of Pod, get through it, and then head into ice, get your hook shot, get out, then you're feeling pretty good about it.
And I have a feeling he's definitely gonna head to ice after this because he has everything he needs to do it. So,
because as far as getting to Ganon's tower goes, Patty has everything he needs.
Yeah, that's probably what's weighing on his mind too. He's like, oh wow, really? I can actually beat everything to get into Ganon's tower.
Yeah, I'll just bet on Hookshot being in Ganon's tower. That could be a thing. Have you ever seen Hookshot in like the chest with the crystal switch blocks around it right before Moldorm 2?
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen the Hookshot in Tile Room.
Oh,
because by logic, technically, they don't want you to do the left side without Hookshot in Ganon's tower.
So the silver arrows were in the Hype Cave, and Patty checked the Hype Cave. Penguinpuff did not, and Penguinpuff will have no reason to do so.
No, what is Patty doing here? He's not checking that one chest? I was like, oh, he's opening everything first. Oh, that was interesting.
I think Patty's having a little fun with this.
I know. I was like, what is he exactly doing there? Trying to grab some hearts from that thing. I'm like, oh.
There's the compass off of Helmasaur, and Penguinpuff has acquired his 6th crystal.
Oh yeah. All he has to do now is get over to Thieves Town and get his last one.
So one more shot at Blind. I hope he remembers that he has to do Blind.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he does. Yep, this is the direction of Blind, and this time he's a lot more upgraded for this battle.
Yeah, I think he'll have very little trouble dispatching Blind this time.
Oh yeah, he's got everything. He has half magic, he's got blue mail, he's got the cane. That should be easy peasy.
You ever gone to pull the pedestal while forgetting that you hadn't killed one of the bosses in question?
No. I tend to know what crystals I haven't completed.
Well, I did it.
Oh.
Alright, so Patty picks up that big key. Patty's gonna go ahead and check that big chest in hopes of acquiring the hookshot. He is going to be sorely disappointed.
And looks like Penguin's doing a much better job this time in terms of just dodging all the fireballs.
And there we go. Penguinpuff takes down Blind.
Oh yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Penguinpuff's 7th crystal.
Oh my goodness, at 109. Whew.
109.
Penguinpuff is gonna make the climb to Ganon's Tower, so Dr. Bob, you want to let them know what they're gonna do now?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Penguinpuff has acquired 7 crystals. We are heading up to Ganon's Tower. That means it is time to call your big key. In Ganon's Tower, there are 22 locations in which the big key can be hiding. This includes 21 chests and a torch. You may select a number, or you may select a specific chest where you believe the Ganon's Tower big key will be lying. And if you guess correctly, you will win a fabulous prize.
It looks like people guessing tile room in 19. Like all these long locations, right?
Oh yeah, people are going for those big numbers. Hiei, where do you think it's gonna be?
I usually choose the vanilla big key location. Just very traditional.
Vanilla big key. All right. So that's one after my location, which is Bob's chest, because I am contractually obligated on account of what my name is to pick Bob's chest every time.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be that the right way if you were called Bob and you didn't choose Bob chest.
Indeed.
This is one of those seeds where it could have been a very close sub 1 seed, depending on where the key locations were in the dungeons.
Yeah, very true.
It really varies upon where the key locations were. I mean, Meyer, if you knew how to hover, you could have just easily just done that, and you didn't need the fire rod. You wouldn't look for it.
Yeah, if he didn't look for that fire rod, he could have been here, 5-6 minutes ago.
But it's really, really hard to say if this is able to sub 1, because the fact is Ganon's Tower, where that big key location is, if it's a far one out, it still can take a few more minutes and such. But if it's a fast one, you can probably complete Ganon's Tower in a quick 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how well your execution is.
Yep. Now, with Ice Palace being the only crystal dungeon left for Patty, he could easily go in there, grab that hookshot, go to Cold Stare, and then head on up to Ganon's Tower.
What is Patty doing here?
He might be making the play on Skullwoods.
I don't know. He can complete dungeons, so I don't know what is he thinking.
So what does it mean when we say hover? That means performing a very specific, interesting trick using the boots over gaps. So the boots, when you release the button, you have 1 frame to move before you have to press the button again or you will fall. And then, as long as you don't start dashing, you can do that. So the idea is you can hold it down for up to half a second and release for a single frame, and you can move. And the trick is releasing the button for exactly 1 frame and then moving that way. It's quite a trick, and it's not easy. See, that's something I have knowledge about. I don't know how to actually do it, but I know how the mechanics work.
Well, that was really a good way to describe it. Oh, he gets butter.
Yep. So Patty finds butter in Skull Woods. Interestingly enough, he's going to Mothula. He's already found
With both items,
Both items.
I don't see why he thinks this is a pedestal seed, because Swamp Palace is a pendant. He knows it shouldn't be a pedestal seed at all. But we'll see.
Makes me think Patty's having fun with us.
Yeah, Patty is just messing with us right now. Because
at the end of the last race,
pedestal.
At the end of the last race that Patty ran, he was in fact begging us to begging to be out. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think he knows. He's onto something.
Yeah, if he'd have gone straight to Ganon's Tower, made a good gamble on the key, then he could have easily finished it off. Looks like the big key was it in the Fire Snake room?
Oh yeah, that's really interesting. It's not generally there all the time, but when it is, definitely an interesting one.
So, assuming he went right side to check the first two chests first, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it was in Rando? Okay. So, it was... Alright, so Patty's going to ice.
Now, this is going to be an interesting question. I'm wondering why he ended up doing that with... I don't know if he got confused with his pendants and crystals there, because it seemed like he took a look at the map again, and he found out, oh.
So the fire rod was in fact not required.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. You didn't have to go right side. Oh.
Alright, so it turned out to be chest 10, apparently. Which means if you chose chest 10, then you win a couple of illustrious prizes. I'm told that Herfy Durfy's love and affection is on board for all future randos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And also, you win an album of Dr. Bob-tastic's greatest Swag Duck hits stuck in your head.
That should be a good one as well. But I'd like to hear Cross do a better rendition of Swag Duck. That's the prize I want to see.
Oh yeah.
I know he's able to do it. He's pulled out some jazz Swag Ducks for us.
I have to see if I can find a duck call. Alright, so Penguinpuff making his way up Ganon's Tower. There are a few things more satisfying than just shrekking a bunch of Wizrobes with a Canis Amaria block. So great.
Well, the one thing we know is as soon as Patty checks the big chest here, if he actually goes down to do it, he's going to find his hookshot, and he will beeline over to Cold Stare.
So Penguinpuff having a little trouble getting that upward hit on the torch. And is out of magic. Luckily, there is a way to fill that up in the next room.
Alright, Patty has now reached go mode.
He has. Unfortunately, he did not do the bomb jump.
But he has the Samaria block.
I know.
He can go back. Yeah, I guess he wanted to get the small key. There you go. That makes sense for me. There, he's fine now. There you go.
Yep. Just go downstairs and you're good.
He made the right play in getting the key. No big time.
Alright, so Penguinpuff gonna go to Troll Dorm 2. He seems to have angered him.
Oh, he got trolled!
Troll Dorm 2 strikes with the force of 1,000 trolls. Knocks you into some spikes in the floor below. That's gonna be unfortunate.
Well, I give Penguin all the credit for this one. He routed a great race, though. There's absolutely did everything he possibly could. He even took the time to get the fire rod in case of any kind of situation happening.
And Penguinpuff gracing us with the presence of some rupees in that final chest.
What if it was silver? So he was definitely thinking with his head a little bit there.
Yeah, that was definitely a play that you could make. All right, so Patty acquiring that 7th crystal. We'll be heading up to Ganon's Tower.
Yeah.
I see Patty typed in the SRL chat. Oops.
I know. He probably thought that Swamp. I think Skull Woods. He really thought it was.
Yeah, he thought Skull Woods was a crystal.
I think he probably thought Skull was a crystal.
Well, there you go. All right, Penguinpuff falling into the Ganon fight at 1:21:24 on his timer, and that is an amazing time.
Absolutely.
Now he is going to have to do the Silverless fight.
Yeah, he should be fine. He has half magic, so let's see how he does it. And he gets that 1-to-1 there. Oh, this is an interesting pattern. That was definitely an interesting pattern for that.
So, the Tempered Sword Ganon fight requires 12 hits in the first phase, 12 hits in the second phase. You can make them spins and have less, but that's, you know, a little strange. And then another hit, of course, for every jump in the third phase. And then in the final phase, depending on whether you have silvers or not, you're either going to do 12 hits, 12 spin attacks for the silverless strat, or with silvers, you're just going to slash him and shoot him with 4 arrows.
Oh, yeah. And luckily it's not with Master Sword, because that would be the most painful with 24 spin attacks in the end.
Ooh. Yeah, Master Sword is not fun. Master Sword Ganon, I find Master Sword to be a greater debilitation than Silverless. Because with Master Sword, you got to do spins throughout the fight, where you're not going to be dealing any damage.
Yep.
I believe you were there when you saw me learn Master Sword.
Oh, yes. I do recall that moment.
In the middle of the race. Oh, boy.
That was a fun time. I think he's got this. Penguin just stays and doesn't fall or anything. He should be able to take care of this. There you go.
Penguin's got the setup for the 3 hits in one torch run. It's real great.
Yeah. There you go. This should be 3 if he gets this one.
Patty's going for the immediate tile room gamble.
Oh, Patty with the gamble.
And there we go. Penguinpuff.
Absolutely crazy.
Penguinpuff finishing with an SRL official time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 1 second.
Ooh. Definitely blazing. And at this point, I'd say finish, because look, he's already here. It's 124. This is a great time. There's nothing to, there's nothing to take away from this. He raced a really well-planned race as well.
Indeed.
Yeah. And if you haven't yet, Make sure you follow these runners. Definitely gave us an exciting race.
And it looks like we're going to have Penguinpuff come in here.
Ooh, nice. We're just going to grab him in here now. Hey, congratulations, Penguinpuff, on a fantastic race. Fantastic time.
Yeah, I'm so tilted. You have no idea how tilted I am. ever since the 2 deaths on blind, I was like, I should just focus. And then, cause before the race, all I was doing was practicing blind, only, and I was just getting it every time, and I was nailing it. And then I got blind over here, and I immediately died. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna gamble everything, and I gambled everything, and it worked. And I'm really tilted because I feel really bad, really bad.
I mean, that play on Ice Palace. That was so good.
Yeah, that's always good to do. The loading Ice Palace doesn't happen that often, I think.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, we were wondering, when you were going through Mire and you found the fire rod, that is what you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
All right. I had a feeling. Yep.
Yeah. If you're lucky, or you know how to do the strats, it is possible to clear Ganon's tower without the fire rod.
Oh, it's true. I didn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do know that bomb jump. Wow. Oh. I didn't even think about it. But I'm on tilt. I'm still on tilt. I was on tilt since blind. I don't know, man. I couldn't think straight. I don't even know how it happened. How I went.
Well, you made the play on ice.
Oh yeah, that was the big one.
Yeah.
How's Patty doing?
He's in the rando room right now, so he just got his big key. Nice.
I think he deserved that one. Unless if he died as much as I did, I feel really, really, really bad.
No, I don't think there's been any unintentional deaths on Patty's side.
No, but Patty did have an unintentional pendant dungeon finish, though.
Yeah. I believe he mistakenly believed Skull Woods to be a crystal.
That's rough.
But consequently, he has the butter sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did we find out where Flippers were?
Yes. Patty did. Yeah.
Yeah, I did know Overworld. Nothing. I don't know how this happened.
Ooh, Patty takes a hit there. And Patty actually found the silvers as well in the Hype Cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't check Hype Cave. What? I don't know, man. I don't know. I randoed him. I feel bad.
Yeah, well, that is what Rando does.
That's true.
Rando is as Rando does.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to bring you to 2-2 on the tournament, right?
Uh-huh.
2-2, still in a place to chase down that 4-2 dream to avoid the playoff race.
Yeah, if I play like this, that's not happening.
I don't know. If you play like this, minus the blind fight, then it's going to happen every time.
Oh yeah, I'd say so too.
You'll be making those sick gambles and getting all the right plays. Yeah, that is one thing that I've one of the little sayings I've heard is that Rando is kind of all about making the wrong move at the right time.
That's a good way to put it.
So, anybody you're hoping to play against or not play against in the next round?
Oh, 2-2.
Oh man, I want to play Problems. I'm gonna get smashed, but I need the Penguin showdown.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Problems. If you're watching, you're hearing. He's calling
Problems
for you.
does. I always pop into his chat. I'm like, I want to play you. Come on, man. He's gonna beat Jet, I think. Even though Jet's super, super good.
We'll see. So Patty's making his way through the gauntlet, finishing that off pretty solidly.
Oh, he wants that heart.
with the help of those fairies in the safety room beforehand.
Yeah, if you'd like to know the runner's stats, you can actually check the main challenge and actually tells you what their standings are at this moment.
So if you go to alttp.challenge.com/fallrando2017, that will tell you everything you need to know about the state of this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, still about, I think, 97 competitors in this tournament.
Yep.
At the moment. Did have a couple of them drop out for various reasons. But we've still got 2 more rounds of the Swiss tournament structure coming up where, everybody's allowed to play. I mean, even if you go 0-4, you can still play next week. Nothing says you can't. And then the top...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. The people who get 4 wins are automatically advancing to the group stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people with 3 wins will race off to take the remaining spots in the group stage. There are 40 spots total, and there could be some number of slots available for that. It was going to be 6, but some of the math has been altered by the people who dropped.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Patty going into Moldorm 2.
This will be nice. He's just opening up all the chests for fanfare, guys.
Mm-hmm. So a couple of slashes to take down Moldorm. So Penguin, so what do you think? What do you think your chances are going forward here?
I was just looking for 1 win because I only started playing Rando not too long ago, before the first qualifier.
Nice.
So I got 2. I was happy with 1. So I don't know. I don't think my chances are too high, but I'll keep on going.
Oh, Patty's extracting revenge on these mini helmets.
Patty's just going to town on bombos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely felt the burn. Alright, Penguin, what do you have to say?
I just like to tell chat that if you haven't played Rando yet, you should definitely try it. I haven't even been playing a month yet, and it's so much fun. If it looks like something you'll enjoy, just give it a shot. It's super easy to get into.
You don't even have to be good at the actual game to start playing Rando.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just do it. It's fun.
The first time I played it was just me and a friend, and we did a co-op, and we told each other everything that we were doing excitedly, and oh, what a good time. So grab a friend, go to town, so good.
Patty did some very interesting strats in there, got a triple that was actually a single.
Wow.
Hit him with all 3 projectiles at the exact same time.
Alright, Patty's gonna head into this pyramid. Let's see exactly what time it's gonna time clock.
I'm hearing a little bit of clamoring in the chat for the credit sequence.
Oh, Penguinpuff. Click your...
Oh, God.
To the credits.
Alright, so Patty is making use of that butter sword.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Gonna put in a few hits here. With the butter sword, takes half as many hits in this phase to destroy him. Your face for sale. That's the best thing I've ever seen. Oh, the powder was at the pedestal.
Ooh, that would have been interesting. Alright, Patty's about to head into the final phase here. One more slash. There. Oh, good dodge, good dodge.
Just barely missing that torch glitch.
Yep.
Alright, this should be 2.
Mm-hmm.
And one more hit here. Oh,
Just gotta be careful.
slightly low. Gotta be careful to make sure Ganon doesn't stomp on you here.
Yep. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's one more. When you're up against the wall, I don't think they register.
No. Oh, he's got it. He's got this.
Alright, there it is. Patty wins, or Patty finishes.
Oh, he does the fire rod dash glitch for us, so he's probably gonna do some nice fancy moonwalking for us here.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And GG's to Patty. Thank you so much for completing. It was a fun race to watch after all.
There were those 28 bonks on Penguin's side,
Uh-huh.
which, as early as you got boots, that's an amazing bonk count.
Oh, yeah. And look at that menu
234
time.
for that menu
Holy
time.
crap. Oh, my God. That's definitely a fast seed. Any indication, if you have a menu time that low, jet seed.
So Patty's comment on this seed, I didn't miscount, Moth needed to die.
Okay. He knew. Oh, there's Patty. We can bring Patty in. Okay, Patty. We saw your comment. You can tell chat.
I didn't miscount. Moth needed to die.
Yes. Absolutely. Patty was correct.
I don't think Hyrule could have been saved without killing Moth. To be quite frankly honest. What was even the other item?
Green goo.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
chest. Yeah. Oh, so it was, you just miscounted the items. Okay. For some reason, we were thinking you thought it was a crystal. Accidentally.
No. No, I wanted to see if I could find the hook shot before going to Ice Palace.
Ah.
That's a pretty trolly place for a hookshot to be.
Yep. I have no faith in this version. No faith.
No faith.
But it happened to be just, a great seed. I've never had one of these.
Yeah, this seed was insane. We just got everything like right away.
Yep. And Penguinpuff made the play on ice so early,
Mm-hmm.
which is what made that happen.
Did you just go with Bombos?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I got Bombos, pretty much. GG's, man. It was fun.
GG, dude. Good work. Yay.
It was quite an excellent race, and we wouldn't have it any other way here on Speed Gaming.
I would.
Well, I'm sure you would.
Alright,
I think I'm going
good.
to rename V26, I'm going to rename it Murphy's Logic.
it really is. You try and go the easy way, and the game trolls you. You try to go out of the way thinking, God, there's no way. There's no way it's this straightforward, and then it is. And then you miscount and die in the overworld.
Yeah. Both players did make their share of mistakes, and that's okay. That's what happens.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Powder was on pedestal? That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never got a magic sack.
V26, you're wrong.
Alright, I'm
Yeah.
traveling when I get up, so I'm gonna head out.
Yep,
Thanks so
seems
much,
good.
Patty.
Thank you so much for popping in to talk to us for a bit.
Yeah, it feels good to
Thanks
lose.
for running the seat.
Penguin. Thanks for commentating, guys. Thanks to the trackers, and thanks to the Reese as well. Yay!
Have a good time at TwitchCon.
I will.
And have a great time.
Bye.
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 Alright, well, I'll head out too. Bye, chat. Captain Pride. Thank everyone for commentating, and yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, and that's it for us today. I think we're gonna have a lot more exciting matches going forward tomorrow. But let's say thanks to our tracker, who is Who42 Baker, and our restreamer Feasel as usual, the man behind the mystery.
Yeah, he is some sort of otherworldly being that can somehow manage to pull off several restreams at once, and not sure that sleeping is something he ever does. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you to our runners. Make sure to give our runners a follow, because they gave you a good show. Make sure to follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 and Speed Gaming 3 and Speed Gaming 4 even for all the randomizer you can stand, and then some.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the rando you can stando. And sorry, that was the worst thing I've ever said. And and thank you so much, EA, for commentating with me today. You are a gentleman and a scholar, as always.
It's always a pleasure, Dr. Bob. And always has your namesake. It's all I always know. Which has your guesses. It's great.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I have been Dr. Bobtastic, and I will see you later. Signing off.
Have a great night, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next rando.